A lot of cities out there are pretty fake. We get it. And none is more faker, from what I've been told, than Los Angeles, New York City, and now Atlanta. Atlanta used to be the home for the real, but I guess so many phony people moved there, it changed the original vibe. But nonetheless, what I've been told is Atlanta is still a great city with a lot of opportunity, and I got a lot of great friends from Atlanta, so I love the city myself. But hold on, wait a minute. How is the dating scene for black men in Atlanta? Drum roll, please. Man, I've heard mixed things. I've heard guys say great things about Atlanta. My homeboy Solo TV84 was there a few years ago, went from Minneapolis down to Atlanta and said, hey man, he's never had so many opportunities on women in the States. He was like, look, I ain't even gotta go be a passport bro at all. All I gotta do is go to Atlanta and I got dates upon dates upon dates. I've heard that from several guys. But then there are brothers like this who got horror stories still in Atlanta.
So listen, I meet this girl in Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta. Sweet girl, cute little girl, beautiful smile. And she been asking me to link for a minute, and I just keep saying, nah, I'm good. Like, something in my spirit just been like, nah, I'm good. So she has a birthday and her at a club, a party and all this stuff. Asked me to come through, and I don't. And I look on her social, and all her posts are just full of ninjas in the section, just full of dudes smoking, drinking. And I'm like, you don't got no girlfriends? So I would have been there with all these ninjas and you. Well, apparently someone in her family got unalived that night. And I was just like, bro, that's why I don't be going out. Especially with people I don't know. And now she on full-fledged demon time. They done took away her, I don't know if it was her brother, her cousin, but now every one of her posts, I kid you not, she is in a mask, got unalivers with her, you know what I mean, got the members with her, talking about she got Lil Haiti with her, she got the cartel with her, talking about, you know, bring bro to me, we gonna purge, we gonna tear the city up. She dropping names, she dropping DMs, I'm like, yo, she crazy. This girl crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm glad my discernment told me don't link up with this girl.
That's right, he got Pookeisha's gunshots trying to talk to him in Atlanta. But there's some other problems in Atlanta that need to be discussed, and I'm quite concerned about you black men in Atlanta or who live in there trying to date. Number one, tardiness seems to be an issue in Atlanta. Let this brother tell it, women have a hard time staying on time.
So I was supposed to meet a girl at Buena Vidas Tapas at 8:30, right? I hit her at 8:25, let her know I'll be there at 8:26. Or excuse me, 8:25, letting her know that I'll be there at 8:36. 5 minutes, 6 minutes late. At 8:37, she hits me and says, hey, oh my God, I'm just leaving. Mind you, we were supposed to meet there at 8:30. She hits me at 8:37. Oh my God, I'm just leaving. I'll be there in 20 minutes. We all know that's cap. We all know that's not a real 20 minutes. It would be nice if it would have been 15 minutes. But it's gonna be 27 minutes. I hit her back and said, 20 minutes? You're out of your mind. Meet me elsewhere when you're done eating. Because we're not eating no more. We're not linking. I'm starving too. I'm hungry. But I'm not linking with shorty, bro, because the way that it starts is the way that it ends. And I've learned late in life that setting boundaries is imperative, especially when it comes to romantic relationships.
Yeah, my man was like, look, I told the girl to be there at a certain time. She wasn't there, playing around. I'm trying to get some food with the chick, you know, but hey, that could be women anywhere. I get it. It can't be specific to Atlanta. But then again, this brother here had a video about it's 20 reasons why you shouldn't go to Atlanta. And I'm just going to quickly let him go through a couple of them right now.
Number 16, were you born a biological female? And none of this, you've always felt like you were female. But I mean, medically and scientifically, you are a female. And are you able to produce medical papers and records that show you were born a biological female? Because birth certificates can be changed. Number 15, speaking of medical records, do you currently have an STI or have you had an STI in the last 2 years? And have you been tested for the HIV and the HERP? If so, When was the last time and what were the results?
But I want to go with the one that a lot of brothers are concerned with. Were you born a female? This is quite controversial, I know, right? But I have a homeboy from Sacramento living in Atlanta, and I know this is supposed to be an open world, but a lot of men have a problem with this. A lot of men want to know if you were born genetically a male, because that would definitely change their dating decision. A lot of black men in Atlanta are afraid to approach women for the simple fact they're not sure if they were born a male or a female. My homeboy says he only deals with single moms because of that situation, because I know they were born a female. That's a very interesting reason. But here is probably the main reason why dating in Atlanta might be a concern.
Right now on 11 Alive, Metro Atlanta is the third highest ranking for HIV diagnosis in the country. So this is according to data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Local clinics say they are already seeing more positive cases. 11 Alive's Teresa Bowles is live with us in studio to explain why even healthcare officials are shocked at these numbers.
Well, Jennifer, I want to provide some context here. Though the data is most recently available, the information is from 3 years ago. So I set to find out what Atlanta's cases look like today. HIV may not look like it did 30 or 40 years ago, but Atlanta expressed its shock when observing a recent trend.
This quarter for 2024, we've already reported more positive individuals living with HIV than we did the quarter in 2023.
That's right, gentlemen. Atlanta in 2021, according to the CDC, is number 3 in H-I-V. I'm gonna say it again, H-I-V. So we all know Atlanta has a lot of different people coming from different parts of the country, all right? We're not blaming Atlanta, Georgia itself, citizens of Georgia, for making this situation. Different people have come to Atlanta and also put their own culture in Atlanta. You got DC in Atlanta, a lot of folks from Dallas, Oakland, Cali. So everybody, Chicago is deep in Atlanta. Everybody's in Atlanta. We get it, we understand it. But I want to talk to black men about the safeties of doing your thing in Atlanta. Booty clapping sounds. There was a horror story I saw of this sister, right? She went on a date with this man, only to find out that while she's on the date with the man, this happened.
Let me tell you how I went on a date in Atlanta, and the guy who I went on a date with, his boyfriend, showed up at the restaurant while we were on our date. Mr. My date and Mr. You look good, sis. Come out the bathroom tussling. You in here with this bitch and you had me at home thinking that you at home thinking. So he's like, you had me at home thinking, and you know I got your location, and how sneaky could you be? And you not even gonna let her know that you got a man. You got a what? You got a what?
Now, I'm not trying to say that black men are living a DL lifestyle in Atlanta, or a lot of them. I don't believe it's a lot of them, but there are some of them. And you have some black men who are not being honest with the women about their sexuality, and then booty clapping sounds. And then that's going down, and they're not telling them that they could be, working with something that she don't want, right? This is also true where you have women who understand that these guys are living in the lifestyle and they're still dealing with them. There are women who are gladly dealing with men who live bisexual lifestyles in Atlanta. And hey, the men are open about it. Who they might not be open about it is you. All right? They might not be open about dealing with you with that. And that's why you have to really be concerned about what you're dealing with in Atlanta. Again, look at the culture of how people behave. I keep telling guys, you look for certain things. Strip clubs, there are certain things, how people dress, how women talk, the things like that. You need to really be concerned with because you have ladies that also deal with the scammer crowd. Some of you brothers are professionals. You got money. You're doing very well. You don't really know who you're bringing into your house, right? And I'm not just saying this happens in Atlanta, but anywhere in the United States. But it appears scammers, dealing with dope boys, because Atlanta's such a hub for all this stuff that, you have ladies dealing and stuff like that in Atlanta. So you need to understand what you're dealing with and be very cautious, especially if you're a black man doing well or have some something to lose. You might want to check those out, and you might not be wanting to clap cheeks. If you're gonna clap cheeks, I got one word, 5 letters, Durex, or lifestyle, or maybe you need a lambskin, or maybe, you know, if you out there, you know, you need some extra room, Magnums. All right, wear these, bro. Wear these, okay? It ain't worth your life trying to go out there and get some extra fillings and all of that, because you don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know who you're dealing with, man. And you could lose your life, all right? You need to know that Atlanta is a different city with a lot of different people with a lot of different issues, all right? Some issues that you don't want to deal with, all right? So brothers, keep it tight, keep it strapped up, and always look out for Pookeisha type behavior. It's better to just leave it alone like the first brother did. He was not putting up with it. He saw the red flags. If you see these red flags in these ladies, and if you don't see it right away, look harder. Some red flags are a little easier to deal with than others, we get it. But do not lose your life or be stressed out dealing with somebody because they got a nice ass or a nice top, all right? It's better to leave them alone. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson. I'm back at it again with another episode of Fair Use. I'm out.